welcome back to our Papa Got a Brand New interview series. For today's interview, we are sitting down with a legend in the KFL, the owner and operator of Team Papa Got a Brand New Bag, Mr. Bill Knorr. Bill, thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here with you, and it's always a pleasure to be interviewed by someone of your stature.
It's an honor for us to have you here, Bill. Thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule. I'd like to get started by talking about this past season. Unfortunately, the season has ended for you. Can you talk a little bit about this season and about how it felt to be ejected before the playoff run?
Yeah, it was difficult. It's been very difficult. You know, it's hard to talk about, Bill, to be honest. We had very high hopes this season. We felt like our roster was in good enough shape to make a playoff push. And with some of the players' performances that we had this year, it felt like we really wasted some excellent performances from Peyton Manning. But you know, we do what we have to do. It was difficult, but we move forward and already start looking toward next season when we feel like we can make improvement and avoid some of the heartache that we had this year.
Well, I can tell that was very difficult for you, Bill, as I know it was for the millions of fans who were rooting for you out there. In regards to that playoff run, there was a recent video that spread across the message board. It seemed to be a very low point for you, as there were concerns about alcoholism and involvement with dolls. Can you talk a little bit about that video and the reaction that you had seeing it all over the message boards?
Bill, I'm not going to get into too much of that. I will say this: what I do in my private life, my wife and I will talk about things like that. But what I do in my private life is not for the consumption of, the fans and the rest of the owners out there. I was disappointed to see that the video got out. And you know what? We're moving on as a family, and I'm not going to say any more than that. What I will say is that as a dedicated owner, I take this very seriously. So I am as hurt by the loss and the playoff push as the fans are out there. So it's not just something I can slough off, something I can just get over very easily. It hurts me quite a bit, and it's because I have that dedication to my team.
And really, Bill, it's that dedication that I feel makes you such a great leader in the KFL. That was not the only video that's come out. There have been a lot of positive videos. You've done a number of videos this year as you kind of take it upon yourself to be the inspirational leader of the KFL. And there have been some mixed reaction. Can you talk about those videos that you posted on the message boards and how you respond to those people who feel that you're acting kind of like an idiot?
Well, I don't have a specific response to those people. What I can say is that I've decided that this year I wanted to be the instigator. I wanted to be the one. I just don't feel like there's enough conversation on the message boards. I don't think there's enough trash talk in this league. We do the fantasy football, and yet there's no back and forth. There should be some back and forth in the league. When I feel like Scotty is being an idiot, someone needs to be there to tell Scotty that he's being an idiot. And particularly Scotty, who has been very uninvolved in this season, and I think his record kind of shows that. And someone needs to say these things, and I took it upon myself to be the one to push forward and say, you know what, I will do this, I will begin, I will be that instigator, and I think that it's worked out very well this season.
I want to move on to talk a little bit about family. We know that you have two younger brothers in the KFL, one of which is the commissioner. Can you talk a little bit about your brother, the commissioner, and comment on how you feel he's done? I know that he's been a very controversial figure, so maybe you have some insight into your brother's duties as commissioners and some of the things that other people have been unhappy with.
You know what, I will say this, but first of all, let me start by saying that I love both of my brothers very much, despite their shortcomings. In regards to John, I know that a lot of people feel that the commissioner has become drunk with power and that he's just willy-nilly making judgments without consulting the proper authorities, but despite all that, I will say that John loves this league. He has always loved this league, and he always does what he feels is necessary for this league to keep it sustained and to do what's best. Whether that's the case or not is up for debate, but he always feels like he's doing what's in the best interest of this league.
I'm not sure that everyone shares your viewpoint, Bill, but I understand your desire to talk nicely about your brother. Final question before we end the interview, and again, I want to say thank you very much for spending some time with us.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. You've made some bold predictions in your videos in the past, and it seems that some of them now have come back to bite you. What will you tell your child now that Bede will not have a trophy on their shelf, as you suggested in one of your earlier videos?
I'm a little insulted that you even bring that up, Bill. That's a hurtful family issue. Why would you talk about
Well,
that?
I'm just trying to get an answer, trying to get some feeling from you, a reaction to the bold predictions that you made, and now...
No, this is ridiculous. This is over.
Well,
if this is what you want to talk about, this interview is this is over. I'm not doing this anymore. Forget it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bill Moore.